Have you ever had someone push your buttons and get you to do something you didn't really want to do? Maybe they made you feel guilty or threatened you, or perhaps they simply appealed to your sense of duty. In any case, you've probably felt manipulated, used, and above all, angry afterwards. But what if the one manipulating you was yourself? Imagine that. You go about your day feeling good about yourself. You help people out, being polite and kind, all the while thinking how great of a person you are for doing so. But later, back in the privacy of your own home, you turn on the TV and see a news report that makes you question everything. They show a homeless man you passed by earlier in the day and ignored, asking for money. And then it hits you. Everything you did today, every good deed you thought made you such a great person, was only done to make you feel good about yourself. Every smile, every wave, every nice word was just another brick in the wall you built around yourself to keep others from seeing who you truly are. A selfish, manipulative person, just like everyone else. If that sounds dark, unsettling, and crazy, well, get ready to delve even deeper, because today we're going to talk about the dark art of controlling your mind, like John Doe. Welcome to my channel, a place where we discuss everything: psychology, mental health, and human behavior. Today's topic will cover the dark art of self-manipulation, and how to do it like an expert. But before we start, we would like to mention that this video is created for educational purposes only, and is not intended to substitute a professional diagnosis. If you suspect you may have a condition that needs to be diagnosed, we highly advise you to speak to a qualified mental health professional. The idea of self-manipulation might sound strange at first. How can you manipulate yourself? Don't we have free will? Well, yes, but our free will is often an illusion. When you think about your daily life, every decision you make, every action you take, they're all part of a grander scheme, a plan that you never consciously agreed to. Our habits, hobbies, and addictions, our likes and dislikes, even the friends we choose to hang around with, they all serve one purpose: to protect ourselves from pain and discomfort. Consider your daily life. What do you do when you feel sad or bored? Do you spend time with friends or watch TV? Do you eat or drink? Whatever it is, it's likely meant to fill the void inside you. But why do you feel this emptiness in the first place? Well, it's because you've been conditioned to feel this way. All of your experiences, both good and bad, have shaped who you are, and those experiences don't just go away. They stay with you, buried deep inside your subconscious, waiting to resurface. And when they do, you find yourself feeling empty, lost, and most importantly. Now let's take a look at the person you admire, someone who seems to have it all together, someone you aspire to be like. Take a moment to analyze their actions. Do they have any bad habits or addictions? Are there any aspects of their personality that you don't particularly like, even if they seem perfect to you? They're not. No one is. And whatever flaws they may have, they've learned to ignore them, bury them deep within themselves, never allowing them to see the light of day. So how does this person manage to hide their flaws so effectively? It all comes down to self-awareness, knowing which parts of yourself to show and which to hide. And if you want to master the art of self-manipulation, you need to do the same. Step 1. Become one with your shadow. As humans, we have a tendency to categorize ourselves into good and bad. We like to think of ourselves as good people who do good things for good reasons. But the truth is, our motivations are far more complex than that. We all have both good and bad qualities, and it's up to us to decide which ones we want to focus on. That's why it's important to become one with your shadow. This doesn't mean giving in to your worst impulses, but rather embracing all aspects of yourself, both good and bad. Only then can you become truly powerful. In his book, The Psychology of Self-Manipulation, author Alan Peace explains that one of the best ways to control others is by controlling yourself. We can't control others directly, but we can control our own thoughts, feelings, and actions. By understanding and accepting our own darkness, we can use it to our advantage. Instead of trying to be someone we're not, we can embrace what makes us unique and use it to our advantage. For example, if you're naturally competitive, you could use that drive to achieve success in your career. Or if you're highly sensitive, you could use that empathy to connect with others on a deeper level. The key is to understand and accept all aspects of ourselves, and use them to our advantage. Step 2. Stop caring about what others think. One of the biggest obstacles to self-mastery is caring too much about what others think. We're constantly bombarded with messages from society and those around us telling us what to do, how to act, and how to feel. But the truth is, we can't control others. We can only control ourselves. So why waste energy worrying about what others think? By freeing ourselves from the need for approval and validation from others, we can focus on becoming our true selves. In the book, The 48 Laws of Power, author Robert Greene argues that caring about what others think is a sign of weakness. It holds us back and prevents us from achieving our goals. To become truly powerful, we must learn to care less about others' opinions and focus on our own desires and ambitions. By letting go of the need for external validation, we can be more authentic and true to ourselves. Step 3. Embrace the dark emotions. Emotions are powerful forces that can either make or break us. Fear, anger, and sadness are all emotions we try to avoid, yet they're also what make us human. These emotions are not inherently bad. They can actually be quite useful if we know how to control them. Fear, for example, can motivate us to take action. When we're afraid of something, we'll often do whatever it takes to avoid it. This can be helpful when facing a dangerous situation. Anger can also be a powerful motivator, driving us to fight for what we believe in. When we're feeling down, we have a chance to look inwards and figure out what's wrong. The key to using our emotions to our advantage is to embrace them rather than try to push them away. When we feel fear, anger, or sadness, instead of trying to ignore it, we should acknowledge it and explore it. By doing so, we can better understand ourselves and use our emotions to fuel our actions. Step 4. Use your trauma as fuel. Trauma is a terrible thing that can happen to anyone. It can be a deeply painful and scarring experience that can have a lasting impact on our lives. But what if we could use our trauma to our advantage? What if we could use our pain to fuel our growth and make us stronger? It might sound dark, but it is actually a powerful concept that can help us overcome our past and create a better future. In his book, Becoming Bulletproof, author Yves Pompa argues that trauma can actually be a source of strength. He says that when we're faced with a traumatic event, we have the choice to either let it define us or use it as fuel to become stronger. By confronting our trauma and turning it into a source of motivation, we can use our pain to drive us forward and create a better life for ourselves. This doesn't mean forgetting about the trauma or pretending it didn't happen. It means acknowledging it, understanding it, and using it as a catalyst for change. By following these steps, you can become a master of self-manipulation. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use your newfound abilities wisely and always remember that true power comes from within. We hope you found this video insightful and that it gave you some new ideas to consider. If you did, please let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.